So
It looks like we are with Chicago's top 3 left in hobby.
right, see, so we have Ned, #1 in the PR. He's in grand finals, defending the turf against Javi from Mexico. And then here we have the loser semis, the two local bosses, Tyroy and JJROCKETS, the classic Diddy Con Bayonetta matchup.
This is usually the winner semis matches of Ignitions lately. It would end up being Tyroy versus JJ. Tyroy has the prevailing record over JJ lately. And okay, what is going on here?
Right, so in that setup, Tyroy wanted to go for a double one hit. Like, he wanted to essentially witch time, and then he wanted to get enough damage to a point where he could, because he wanted to go for the single hit up B, and he didn't really get it in the way he wanted. So then he wanted to like get the double side B to get the Diddy Con high up and up, so you can upper for the kill. But that didn't pan out too well. The good thing about Bayonetta combos though is that even if you miss your combos and you didn't kill the opponent, because ideally your goal when you combo with Bayonetta is not always to get damage, but you can just kill them straight up. But now, because if you miss, you still get a lot of damage. Bayonetta does a ton of damage of a conversion, so it's not always bad if you miss.
And here we go again on this wild ride.
Okay. This is actually so interesting. Okay, so JJ was DI down, and then Tyro read the down DI on the up B, and then he up B, waited slightly, and then side B. He didn't immediately, because if you immediately side B, you want to cover DI up. But because he waited slightly, then that you're purposely waiting for down DI. So that's how you can tell if Bayonetta players are reading or not your DI.
Tyroy very improvisatory with his combos, but JJ not interested at all. Just gonna catch that roll, getting the up smash, getting the stock.
Yeah, he down tilt. He realized that down tilt was not going to combo, and then he went for detection. He knew exactly that was not going to combo, because Tyro DI actually way too far away, so it made it too complicated. At this point, JJ has a really nice lead. It's down at City, so like Diddy will kill you earlier from up throw, up smash setups, and it's kind of nice because you have a lot of stage to move around. So if JJ is able to play with this lead, because Bayonetta will struggle to kill you at this percent, unless she gets a play going on. Commentator's curse, #1.
Tyroy just kind of rode those town and city platforms. Like, he covered the right one, then he covered the center one, then he covered the left one, and that was just enough.
See, I will rate Tyroy among the Bayonetta players to be one of the Bayonettas that loves the pressure and loves, like, he has a really strong sense of follow-ups, and he understands how to actually convert any scenario into a kill. Because, for example, if JJ didn't DI up as well as he did, and Tyro seemed to be expecting down DI in that scenario, at least from his movement. I'm not sure what was going through his head. Just
scary, but JJ staying alive.
Yeah, just staying alive. That was barely though. Like, I feel a little bit of a percent there. That would have been a kill confirmed. Tyro going not as high as he wanted to in that scenario. Regardless though, Tyro has one of the best follow-ups with Bayonetta in the world. That's one of his fortes. He's able to transform and convert scenarios into a kill.
Converting that banana into a kill, though, is JJROCKETS. And, you know, his survival DI was really good. Again, we talked about it in the Ned hobby set, just the importance of survival. Survival versus Bayonetta, very different than survival versus Sheik and versus Cloud. But kind of a similar concept. You're kind of just being taken for a ride. You're going Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite up into the top blast zones. And JJ mixed up that DI, like you were saying, and was able to just scrap out a kill.
JJ seems to be doing up and down here and there. One thing I'm going to mention, though, is that game ended because Tyro wanted to combat the banana. He basically made a read. He was like, you know what? I think you're going to throw the banana right now. I'm going to witch time the banana and then kill you. That was a game-winning play. But then JJ, maybe he was used to Tyro. Maybe he expected it for some reason. But he immediately went for a roll. Very specific roll.
Tyro not usually one to be super witch time happy. He usually saves it for like those game-winning situations, like you said. Speaking of game-winning
he read the DI up. He read the DI up. JJ DI'd up there, and then Tyro went for jump side B, so getting the kill right there. Now at this point in this matchup, it plays very differently. Like, it all depends how the Bayonetta wants to play. Because Bayonetta has this type of camp game where, like, if she wants to camp you out with bullets and force you to go up the platform, she can. It all depends how the Bayo wants to take it. You can be slow, you can be quick. You know, it all depends on that playstyle. Diddy Con, on the other hand, though, is better at holding leads. So if you give Diddy Con a really good lead, he's going to be able to hold it and probably run away with the game. At this point, though, because JJ is so far down in this game, actually, it's crazy because we haven't even been, I guess, into this match for more than a minute and 15 seconds at this point, but it might just be over right now.
Yeah, this is a huge lead 87% extra credit on the board here for
And 2
Tyroy.
stocks.
Yeah, 23 on his first.
Yes.
It was a JV3 situation for a second there because the only damage Tyroy had taken was the blast zone.
So essentially, Tyroy is getting used to JJ's DI. He read the DI up on the one scenario where it mattered the most. Oh, JJ going for the angel drop. Also, the angel drop is that you read, you expect the opponent to jump from the ledge, and then you drop a banana as you down it, and it will catch your jump from the ledge, and then it will spike and kill you at very low percent. For some reason, Diddy comes down there, is extremely strong, and can kill you like a 30-40%. Or if you're Cloud, it can kill you like a 10. This might be game right here.
Okay.
Yeah, JJ barely hitting the wall there.
Twice in a row.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. But it was such an uphill battle for JJ. I think in that matchup it would have been.
It was, and I think we might see Town of the City once again actually, because I predict Tyroy is going to ban FD. No Bayonetta players all alike absolutely despise FD. They want platforms. They don't like that space. So they're going to get rid of FD. So I predict it's either going to be Town of the City or Smashville, depending on how JJ likes to play. We're going to see Smashville instead.
JJ, a fan of the Animal Crossing stages in general.
I would say Smashville is a good pick. It's not bad. It's not good either. Town of the City is a little dangerous though, because you can get the early kills, but then again, you know, you can die earlier as well. And Smashville, if you lose the lead, Bayonetta can kind of sit on the platforms right here, so that's very dangerous. Diddy doesn't have enough tools to get up there. But if you have the lead, then you can actually run away from Bayonetta.
You have a lot of room to run on this stage.
At this point, JJ has not to approach. This matchup is one of those matchups where, like, you don't want to approach, and you really don't want to approach.
And, ooh, okay, going for the second Witch Twist there.
He wanted to go for the single hit up B. If he got the second hit Witch Twist in that scenario, the up B, JJ would have died straight up.
Going for some more spicy combos on the left.
He's doing a lot of custom combos. The thing about Tyroy is that he does his combos a lot different than most Bayonettas. He'll try to actually make reads during the combos, or he'll try to find like many. He tries to go for single hit up Bs. He tries to read with DI up. He does a lot of many different things that, because most Bayonetta players will just do the standard combo up B, side B, side B, up B, upper. But then Tyroy will sometimes do, for example, up B, side B, jump upper, upper. You know, many different variations. So that's what kind of makes him different from the other Bayonettas. Of course, it's a little hard to see because Bayonetta combos happen really fast. It's kind of hard to tell what's actually going on. But that's the main difference. Now,
60% lead, give or take here for JJ, and you're doing what you said, just waiting it out.
you'd really want to do that. Like, if you really want to wait out, because Bayonetta, it's just the ears to approach her. With the threat of Witch Time, I guess nobody wants to get
Yeah, the spot dodge button works.
Yeah. So, okay. So Tyroy at this point is he's camping in the air, because camping in the air is good against Diddy comp, because you don't want to deal with Banana on the ground, so you don't want to play the ground game against Diddy. So you're jumping up and around the platforms. But at this time, he's looking for an aerial side B, the downwards one.
This forward throw, yes.
Yeah, yes it is actually. It was a fresh one too. First one of that stock, if I'm not mistaken. Now, JJ has a stock lead. This is when things get interesting, because Bayonetta has the pressure to kill you. See, Bayonetta is really good when she's able to get those combos on you, and then sometimes kill you, or sometimes do a lot of damage, and then sit on the lead. That's gonna kill. JJ not able to get out of Witch Twist 2. Then you have a guaranteed upper after that. JJ actually,
JJ's ledge cancels have been really nice today.
he committed really hard though.
That's true.
He actually did not care. He mixed it up. He was playing really safe at some point. Now he's playing really aggressive actually. He's approaching. Goes for the grab. He expected Tyroy to sit on shield. Tyroy wisely roll out of that corner. There's 3 minutes left on the clock, so we're not going to see a time scenario, so somebody is going to have to die. It is not that slow of a game to warranty that. He can't get high up enough for that. See, you can tell when a Bayonetta is actually going to kill you, because a high hop she gets during a combo.
Oh, JJ sneaking to the ledge there.
Not choosing to punish the lag. She was lagging at that point. He could have gotten a small grab from there.
Yeah, you might have been able to sneak it and get a grab. JJ does like to really change his pace. Like he'll go into aggressive mode, he'll go into passive mode, and he'll do it within the same game.
he thought he had no banana, so he down B and then he tripped on his own banana.
Diddy's so goofy.
Yeah, he's a little goofers.
He's just such a silly character. You got so many serious characters, like all these anime characters, like Bayonetta, like Cloud. They're all so serious, like the fate of the world is in their hands. And then you just got Diddy Kong. He's like, I just want my bananas back. King K. Rool took my bananas. I just want them.
And he's going to fight you with his feet.
That's the purest motivation.
All right, so at this point, Diddy is going to be able to kill with a... Force Smash is going to kill. So Banana, if he gets hit by Banana in a certain way, he might die. But Up Smash is not going to kill point blank right now, at least.
Ooh.
He waited for the air dodge. Forward it. All right, now Up Smash is going to kill. So Tyroy gets Banana or down tilt in any capacity. Down Smash will kill right now, for sure. Goes for... Oh!
Oh, scary.
That was so smart. I'm not sure if, like, JJ might have been aware of that, but he actually DI'd the second side B the opposite way because that's a DI cross-up. So if you DI the wrong way, you get upper or back air, you might die there. Upper would have maybe killed it because it was pretty high up. But JJ actually did the whole way out, and that was just very wise. Good. Just
and you said a timeout scenario is not possible, but I see a minute left.
Well, they're both at kill percent, so it's going to be hard. Somebody, like, JJ's going to have to wait a lot. And, you know, this is a scenario where, like, a down tilt into upper, it's my kill.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, the rage, the power of rage.
Rage really helping Bayonetta's forward throw though.
It did. Bayonetta rage sitting at 130, the corner of 6. Well, it does help that Smashville has this, like, I'm not sure here, but I've always felt that Smashville has shorter size, like maybe like a % or 2 lower. I've heard this from some stats people, so I might be wrong here. Don't quote me on this one, but it might be a scenario where Smashville actually helped her. I feel like that would have not killed him maybe FD or Battlefield.
It wouldn't have killed on Battlefield for sure.
That's what I mean, right?
Couldn't tell you about FD personally. But that, either way, here we go, Tyroy having a 2-1 lead, and we got JJ running it back to Smashville.
At this point, Tyroy, or I'm sorry, JJ actually very confident on the Smashville pick. It feels like it was not the stage buddies play, rather. After all, you know, he had the lead for a good amount of that game. This might be a kill. Again, high up, the uppers. Yep. It's much easier to get a kill that way, mainly because you're able to get so high up with uppers, and then not the specials, and then you can use the specials to finish up the job. Because Bayonetta is not, like, she doesn't want to throw you all the way up with the specials. She wants to upper you or up tilt you first. She wants to get you as high up as possible without using specials, and then that way she can guarantee the kills with the specials. That's kind of what she really wants.
Yeah, that was, I think, it was Pink Fresh who started doing a lot of those up air juggles. He was doing a bunch of those on Battlefield, I remember, early on in Bayonetta's lifespan. But okay, which time, landing for the first time this set, but gonna kind of mess up the combo, but improvise a little bit of extra damage anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it did a good amount of damage, really good amount of damage, actually. I'll take it any day of the week.
And now the lap is on here for JJ. He's trying to prevent that, getting Bayo trapped at the ledge.
He tried to go for the angel drop there. That's he was standing so close to the ledge with an air. No. Tyroy kind of playing it safe here. He just wants to take the safe damage. He's not looking for an early kill.
JJ gonna back away this time with the forward air.
You see, at this point, it's like Tyroy has 2 options. He can sit, he can grab this banana and just camp.
Or a roll on stage.
Or he can just actually trying to fight here. JJ DI's away, so he can't go for the second side either. I'm seeing a lot of really optimal DI from JJ. Especially like around combos, like right there, for example. Like even if the balloon was not there.
That balloon ruining the 2-stock potentially here for Tyroy. Okay, that trade will finish the job.
Yeah, Tyroy just wins that set totally. But something interesting is that the balloon didn't matter. Even if the balloon was not there, the angle wasn't there for Tyroy to get the side B. He could have maybe side B and then like threatened like neutral or something, but
it would have put him in a scary position.
Yeah, at the very least. But nonetheless, though, JJ having some optimal DI. Tyroy obviously played the match really well. He's been playing a lot of Diddies. He comes over to my house sometimes, you know, plays me as well. He's kind of figuring out the matchup really well.
It's pretty good practice, I guess.
See, so 3 things that I like that Tyroy was doing. The first one is that even when he wasn't getting those kills with Bayonetta combos, he was doing a lot of damage, so he was getting the leads. He didn't get hasty when he lost leads or he wasn't in a stock lead or he was in bad positions.